Okay, so the instructions on this first question. Now remember, this is your practice quiz on functions. So, if it doesn't go great, it's all right. We'll just retake it another day. For each relation below, determine whether it is a function or not a function. So, Connor, do you remember?
Yeah.
You remember how? Okay. So tell me on this first one, do you think this is a function or not a function? You said not, or you said yes. I couldn't understand you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Now, what about this one? Is this a function or not a function?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is this one a function or not a function?
No.
Not? Okay. And then is this graph a function or not a function?
Yeah.
You said yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's look at number 2. Consider these functions. F of x equals 3x minus 2. G of x equals x plus 4. Find f times g of x. So what should I do?
There was a line no mom client.
Okay, so what is the first thing that I should write? What is the first equation?
Yeah, my
Okay. And then what's the other one?
oh, oh,
Okay. Okay, so tell me the first thing that I need to do. Do what? To distribute. Yes, I do. I have to distribute. Okay. So what do I get? Okay.
Huh? Oh, you're in a meeting? Okay. Do you need me to? I can leave this for mom and she can do it. Okay. All right. Mooch, come on. Mucho, come on, bud. Come on. You gotta go the other way. Dookie. Here, back up. Come on, Booch. Boocho. Go. Here you go, buddy. I'll just leave you here for mom. She can do it. Okay? Okay, bye.
That's okay. So what do I have to write now that I'm done? I wrote 3x squared. What comes next? Right. So 3x times 4 is?
Whoa.
Good. 12x. Now what? Okay. Negative 2x and good. All right. Now what? Good. So 3x squared. Now what do I get when I combine the 12x with the 2x? Good. All right. Problem done. 4 points.
How about up there?
Oh, up here, you got this one right and this one right. So that's 2 points there. But you had both of these backwards. Because to be a function for every single x, it has to have just one y. So there's only, all these x's are different, right? This is all different numbers. So it's okay. It doesn't even matter what the y's are because every x is different. And that's what's important. And then when you do a graph, what do you have to check? Do you remember?
No plot. I don't believe.
Oh, okay. To do a graph, you have to check with a vertical line. And if the vertical line hits in more than one point and intersects it more than once, then it's not a function.
No plot will.
That one, what?
No plot will.
You forgot.
It was will.
I don't understand. Is it important or can we do the next question?
Now.
Okay. So we got 2 points out of 4 here. So far, Connor, you're still getting a good grade so far. So don't worry about it. Okay. So let's go to the next question. All right. So the next one says, oh, here it is. Here's the next question. So it says f of x is 5x squared plus 2x minus 1. G of x is 2x squared plus 5x minus 2. Find f of x minus g of 2x. So
No. Again. No. Why? The client.
okay, so what do I write for the f of x equation? What goes here?
No.
Okay. And then what do I write about this? Okay, so then I can put minus, right? But then what do I do about the g of 2x?
Got it. No.
Good. So I have to do times 2 on all of g of x, right? So I'm going to go times 2 on all of this. So can you tell me what it will be when I go times 2 on that?
More.
Good.
More.
Good job. Okay, so now we have the whole problem set up, right? Here's the f of x minus that g of x. Good. Good job. Okay, now what? Nice. So what do I get here with the x squared terms? What is the coefficient on my x squared?
1.
Good. Now what about my x terms? 2x and negative 10x. What is that going to give me? Good. And then last I've got, so I took care of all of these. I have -1 and +4. Good. Woohoo. You're doing so good. You're doing a great job. You got 4 points. So now so far out of 12, you have a 10. And 10 out of 12, let me see what percent that is. 10 divided by 12. So far you have an 83%, and we have to get it up to 85%. But I know we will if we get a 4 out of 4 on the next question, okay? So here comes the next question. We're doing this one that says, oh, here it is, sorry. this one right here that says f of x equals 2x plus 5 over 7. Find the inverse. Can you tell me what to do for that?
Got most of my information.
Multiply times 7 on both sides?
We're probably doing the opposite.
Oh, because we're doing the opposite? Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I go times 7, like it is now, then I have 2x plus 5 equals 7 f of x. Now what?
That's right.
By what?
By
By 2x?
no, by number I
No, that's not quite it. All right, let's come back to that. Maybe you'll remember something. So we have to do this problem. Wait, hold on. I don't want to do that one. Sorry. I want to do this one, and I'm just going to put a number in here. So we're going to do f of g of 5, okay?
got no. Oh,
4x squared
well,
plus 1x minus 2. What do you want me to do?
uh,
Put x?
no,
Okay.
you want the other equation.
Right. I have the other equation. And what do I do about this 5?
Plug it.
So what do I plug the 5 into?
The F.
It's the x for which thing, though?
The G.
Right. So if I put in 5 for the x in the g, then I have 5 plus 2, and that is 7. So g of 5 is 7. Now, what do I do? Now that I know that g of 5 is 7, how does that help me find f of g of 5?
Got no plug in now.
Good. Into which equation? Does the 7 go into the f or the g equation? Which one?
The F.
Good. So we're going to write 4 times 7 squared plus 1 times 7 minus 2. Okay. So
Number 49.
yes. So 49 times 4 is going to give me, hold on. I can check that in a second. 196. And then this is just 7. And then this is minus 2. Okay. So 196 plus 7 is what?
Number 45.
So it's 203 minus 2.
Oh, no.
Okay, so there's our answer. So that one, you got 4 points on that one. I just need to put f of g of 5 right next to my answer. There we go. Okay. So now we have to go back and try this other question because right now, without it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 20 points, we only have a 14 out of 20. So that is like an 8 out of 10 for like it's a B, not an A. So we have to get some points on this question to get to an A, okay?
Yeah.
If we want an A, let me see. We have to have 17 points. So we have to get 3 points out of 4 points on this question.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start it over. Don't even look at what you did, okay? I'm going to rewrite it. It's y equals 2x plus 5 over 7. And it says find the inverse. So on the notes the other day, there were 2 things that you had to do. There's 2 steps. And you forgot about one of those.
Oh, I know. I know. Guys.
You got to do what to the equation?
My one and my 5.
You got a minus 5. You will have to do that, but there's something you're forgetting to do in the very beginning. There's something you have to do before you do anything to solve it.
Gotta get the I forgot.
It's okay. It's all right. So, I'm trying to think if I can think of a way to hint it to you without telling you. Because what you did earlier would give you 2 points out of the 4 points. And that's not going to be enough. You're right that you have to use the opposite operations to solve it and get it isolated. But see, that's what's weird isn't y isolated right now? So why would you have to isolate the y if the y is already isolated? That's your only hint that I can give you. There's something you do to it that causes the y to not be by itself. And then you have to do something to get it back by itself, isolated again.
We got one.
Yes, good job. Switch the X and the Y. Good job, Connor. Okay, now tell me what to do.
Got them both.
Good. Now what?
-5.
Okay, now what?
The one.
By what number? Good. Honor, you did so good. You got 3 points now because I gave you a hint, but you did all the rest right. So you got, mister, you got 2 plus 4. That is 10 on the front, 7 on the back, 17 out of 20, and that's an 85%, which That's good enough to get an A. Woohoo! Yes. All right. So let me hit stop. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. I'm going to stop